introduce shock or friction to it, then it explodes. It detonates very, very rapidly. This is actually stronger than
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to C4 Table Talk. Hey, man, it's been a minute. We've been a little MIA, but we back, and you already know we bringing that same energy that we always do, and you already know what it is. You already know we be talking about anime, Marvel, pop culture, TV shows, movies, whatever it is, man. We be talking about it. That's what we be going to do, and it's your boy Mari, and with me as always, man, we got that boy Lucas in the building.
What it do, Flight Crew?
And we got that boy Dave in the building.
What's good, everybody? It's been a minute, but we back.
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. You know, living life, summertime, enjoying the weather. And hope everybody enjoying the weather, man. Hope everybody's been having a good summer so far. But we've entered the month of the Marvel and DC showdown. Y'all seen Superman yet?
Going to see it tomorrow.
So I'm saying I'm going Tuesday.
Got the whole squad minus Amari there. Tragic.
Man.
Dang. Ooh wee. I ain't gonna lie. What I've been hearing is it sound like it's.
Hey, I don't like having expectations, but they're a little high for this movie. They're a little high.
You've been saying that for the fact.
Hey,
That's
I got a text saying Marvel better watch out. That whoa.
Hey, but here's the thing though.
From a trustworthy person.
Look who.
Yeah.
Hey, but look who's behind that movie though. Where did he come from? What they don't say, Dave? Where did that bring you?
Back to me.
Right back to me. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how it's gonna be. If it's gonna be very Marvel-esque, or James Gunn gonna put his own spin to it and start a new DC trend.
See, I'm excited. I am excited for it though.
But anyways, man, getting into today's topic with Thunderbolts having came out probably like a couple months ago now. Yeah, that wrapped up phase 5, I believe, that we're in right now. So today, Dave and myself will be giving our list rankings of phase 5 movies. There were 14 movies in total, if I didn't miss any. But yeah, we're gonna share how we rank these movies and give a little bit of reasoning why. But Dave, you want to start, or you want me to start?
You can go ahead.
All right.
Either way.
I'll lead the way. I'm gonna start with the TV shows. So with the TV series, at 12, I have She-Hulk. At 11, I have Secret Invasion. At 10, I got Miss Marvel. At 9, I have Hawkeye. At 8, I got Echo. At 7, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. 6, Ironheart. 5, Agatha. 4, WandaVision. 3, Moon Knight. 2, Daredevil. And to round it out at number 1, Loki.
Wait, what was your last place?
She-Hulk.
Oh, okay. Do you want to explain why I was in last place?
I would say to me,
curious.
She-Hulk was like, I think the concept of She-Hulk and bringing She-Hulk in is cool and could be a very cool new direction that they could go in. The execution was just very poor of it. There was a lot of stuff that just didn't make sense to how she was able to learn stuff very quickly, where the Hulk kind of had to go through a couple years to learn how to do some stuff, and it was very, very like it seemed like you have a school project and you put something together last minute and they threw it out there, and it was like the idea was cool, but the execution just wasn't there. Now flipping that to Loki, on the other hand, execution flawless, the idea amazing. Now what they do with it moving forward, hey, it's in their hands now. But yeah, I mean Daredevil, the Netflix Daredevil series was amazing, and they just kept going where they left off. Moon Knight, I will say this probably for the rest of my life, Moon Knight should have been a movie. I feel like Moon Knight could have sold well in theaters, but TV series was great. They did a
You
very
think
good job with a new character that I don't think many people knew about, and shoot, they got me interested. I was hooked the whole time.
Do you think they'd bring that show back? I feel like I've heard talks of it before.
I heard talks.
Yeah,
Rumors.
I hope so. I hope they bring it back.
We'll see.
I mean, WandaVision was WandaVision. It was very good, especially coming off of Infinity War and Endgame, and then surprisingly, Agatha. Agatha was very. I would say Agatha was probably a show that not many people would like, but it was all very good and intriguing. Um, Definitely will like keep your interest, keep you guessing. But yeah, man, that's my ranking of the TV shows.
I feel like I agree with that list for the most part. I think there were some in the middle that I may have bumped up. I kind of forgot what you said, but the top three for sure, I agree with. I'm just interested to see where they go with both of those shows. The top
Yeah,
two,
and
I
I
think.
mean, I definitely would see like some of those in the middle, like 6 through 10, could definitely be interchangeable.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, they're just shows that like they're good and they add to like the overall MCU, um, and some character development. But I feel like they're not at that tier as the top three.
I agree with that for sure.
Well, I have not watched many of those shows, so I'm a go with you.
All right, now getting into the movies. At number 14, we got Black Widow. Now, for Black Widow, there were some CGI scenes that just didn't look right. Um, and honestly, altogether, I feel like this movie was just misplaced. I think if this movie had been released at a different time, I feel like it would have fit well. They probably would have done a better job with it, but it just really just felt like, oh, let's just make this movie so we can introduce Yelena, and that's pretty much it. You know, I feel like they could have done that a different way and focus on some other stuff with Black Widow. But so I got it at 14, 13, Eternals. Um, it's a pretty average movie, but there was no depth to it. I feel like we got introduced to all these characters, but there was no depth going into more into them and everything. So that was a little lackluster for me. At 12, Multiverse of Madness. This movie was everything. The title of this movie doesn't fit this movie, and there was just stuff in this that it was just a WandaVision like part two essentially, and I just feel like they need to do better with the next Doctor Strange movie. At 11, I got Far From Home. Um, it was good. Don't really feel like it was a rewatchable movie. Um, it was it was like Mysterio was good. All that was like great, but I still want to see a Spider-Man villain. I want to see a villain that truly hates Spider-Man for Spider-Man, not because of association with Tony Stark and stuff. I mean, I feel like it had its good moments. Definitely could have been a little bit better, but I just feel like they kind of copy paste from the first movie to the second one, and it's just like, switch it up. Let's see something new. At 8, I have Quantum Mania. Now I know this one might some people might not agree. Let's say that this movie should be a little lower on this list. However, taking out of MODOK CGI being really bad and the way that Kang the Conqueror lost, this movie visually is still really good. I think that it explores Scott's story a little bit better. It explores a big piece of the Ant-Man movies with the quantum realm. I liked how that looked, like how they did that visually. I feel like it was an average movie that could have been good with a little bit of having some better rewrites in certain scenes, certain moments of the movie that could have been maybe rewritten a little better. However, at the end of it, I mean, you do see Scott questioning, like, did I do the right thing? Did I win? Which, if y'all kind of watched Ironheart with the new big bad, maybe have a little bit of play into that. But I won't say too much without giving spoilers for Ironheart. But moving on, at 7, I have Deadpool and Wolverine. And I think in the review, I kind of said this too, and I think we've kind of all said it, that like it was a good movie. Definitely had the cameos, the callbacks to previous films, but it was just kind of just like a fun movie. There wasn't no real like deep details, real substances to it. That's why I kind of have it at 7. At 6, I have Love and Thunder. I know that this movie kind of got a lot of backlash, a lot of hate. But I think, however, depending on how you look at the movie and the lenses that you watch it from, still a pretty good movie. Visuals were really great. There was maybe one CGI that was really bad, but other than that, I think it really kind of ventures to a different side of Thor, and just seeing the other gods and kind of getting into that, where that might be a new place that they can explore with Thor, and hopefully we see him fight somebody bigger, a little better. I think where they fell on the mark with this movie was the villain. I think they had a great villain in Gore the God Butcher. However, we just didn't see that. And that's just one thing I wish we could have seen a little bit more. Now with this next movie, I'm going to put a little asterisk next to it, because it is a movie that I haven't fully seen. So Thunderbolts, I'm putting it here because of trailers that I've seen, word of mouth, and I kind of got a little bit spoiled too. So I kind of know a little bit of what goes on in that. So I'm putting it there
Hold on, what number
just
are we on right
because.
now?
5.
You haven't
You
seen
didn't
the
want to
movie?
call.
Huh?
You haven't seen the movie?
I've told you, bro. I got a little bit. I got spoiled a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not
Sentry
gonna call it by
is
its real name, bro. What they really
no, bro.
titled
It's
it?
Thunderbolts, bro. Ain't no new Avengers around here.
The New Avengers.
I don't know why they did that, but yeah, Sentry is OP, and dog, if it's gonna be a problem. I don't really know what they're gonna do with him going forward, but he's gonna be a problem. At 4, a lot of people really didn't like this movie. I kind of liked it. I think probably a little bit more better than everybody else on the pod, but Brave New World. I really did like that movie just because we got to see Sam take on that mantle as Captain America and kind of just like make it his own, grow into it, make it his own. We see a little bit different combos with Captain America and the way he uses the shield and the wings. Um, and I think we're going to see him continue to grow as a leader. And I think this is just a good first start to his arc as a character. And I think the CGI in this was really well done after so many movies where it's been kind of a little bit lackluster. I think Red Hulk looked amazing. I wish we got a little bit more and maybe had him really be the central villain of this besides the what was it, the
Leader.
brain? Yeah, the leader. Besides it being like the leader. I think that would have been nice. Or just having them both kind of be the villains would have been nice, and you know, you have the leader and the Red Hulk causing problems. But that's what I got at 4. At 3, I got Wakanda Forever. This movie to me, with what they had to, kind of deal with and the direction that they decided to go, I think this movie was done very well. RIP the Chadwick Boseman, but he wasn't in it. However, they had to pivot, go a different direction, and I feel like they did a good job with that. Namor was great. All of those fight scenes in the movie were great. Uh, just Atlantis itself in Namor, the underwater sea, all that visually looked great. CGI looked really good. Um, I know that there's a little bit of talk of, it wasn't really a Black Panther movie. However, I kind of like that little bit of exploring more of Wakanda because that is part of, Black Panther himself. So I think that they could come back with the next one, really focus on Black Panther and, kind of just keep adding more substance to that character and the world that they're in. But I think it was great. I think that I feel like there's a lot from that movie that they can definitely use going forward. I mean, Shuri definitely has. That was probably Shuri's biggest character development movie. I would say probably going forward with all that she had to deal with loss and everything. So, uh, yeah, that movie. I guess that series will be interesting to see what they do with the third movie for the trilogy of that. At 2, I know I'm probably gonna get a little hate for this, but I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This movie to me was very good. I liked it a lot. However, the villain to me was very weak. I feel like they could have had a stronger villain. And then also, too, I don't like the way that the story was told. I wish it was told from Rocket's point of view, his vantage point of view, instead of him being on the table and they're seeing all these visions and stuff like that. Like, and then also too them all out doing stuff. Like it just, to me, I feel like it could have been a little bit better told that way. But I mean, everything else was great. CGI looked really well. Um, the cinematography was great, and but yeah, just the villain to me, it just, I feel like they built up a lot of great moments in that movie to get to the big climax point of them going against that villain, and it just was like very lackluster. But at number 1, and I feel like everybody knows this probably is one of my favorite movies from this phase, Shang-Chi. Uh, this movie definitely, I think if you take this movie and you put it in phase 1 or phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, it matches up well with the rest of those movies in those phases. And I think this is why, for me, it's at least it's number 1 is because put that in the same phase with Captain America Winter Soldier. Both of those movies are very similar. I believe they have the same directors or writers or something, one of the two. But I mean, great. I think it was either the same. They have the same something. I can't remember what it was. I think it's directors,
Hold on, you said you
if I
putting that movie
remember.
up there with Captain America Winter Soldier.
No. I'm saying
Uh,
put that. I'm saying putting that movie in the same phase as like Captain America Winter Soldier, like it.
it could keep up in a
Yes,
sense.
it keeps up. Like this. Like yeah. Like
Got you.
essentially, this movie to me is ahead of those other movies. I mean, outside of like the top five, like top three, you know. But anyways, it's a good movie. I mean, fight scenes are great, choreography's great. I think the visuals that they did with this is very well. Um, Definitely with like having that Asian American representation, it would look like it was done very well to me. So that movie to me is number one, and that's my list. I know there's probably some movies on there y'all would not agree with where they were placed, but
Absolutely.
I feel it was a solid list, though. To be honest with you, I don't think Shang-Chi would be my number one.
Some of ours matched. Like, yeah, I think some of ours matched actually. Maybe one.
maybe one. You said
Maybe one.
but yeah, I mean, to me, this phase of movies were either average or really great. There was no like good, really. So um, that's why for me, I feel like if you take those top three movies and you put them in these earlier phases, that they live up to that, like those standards of movies in those phases. Um, but yeah, I mean, those definitely would say that that's well, maybe Black Widow. I feel like maybe if Black Widow was done at a different point in the MCU and got put in, that movie maybe could have turned out a little differently. But yeah, man, the rest of these just oh shoot, did I even talk about oh I didn't even talk about oh I skipped over bro, I skipped over like two movies on this list. My bad. At 10 I have The Marvels. And at 9 I have No Way Home. Skipped over those two. I just realized that. Yeah, The Marvels.
I, it's
The
interesting.
Marvels to me. Oh, go ahead, Luke.
It's interesting to me
That they're
because
side by
like
side. That's insane.
no, no. I was thinking just like based on the ratings that we saw and some of the spots you had, I thought it was very interesting. No Way Home being one is number one here, and you gave it like number 10. But that's very interesting seeing your point of view
Yeah,
compared to Rotten Tomatoes.
and the reason why I have No Way Home where it is because I know that everybody's like, "Oh, this movie is so great," all this and that, but like I saw that movie so many times, so I was able to really sit with it and actually see a lot of stuff that maybe not a lot of people saw just going and seeing it once. Like, bro, what was the lizard doing there? He didn't do nothing in that movie. What was Sandman doing there? He didn't add anything to that movie. Like the only main villains that should have really been there was Doc Ock and Green Goblin. And on top of that, it was just a nostalgic movie. That's all it was. Like you really take it for what it is and look at it, it was just nostalgic, a very average movie with very good fight scenes and a very good climax ending. That's all it was. Like Daredevil, what was the point of bringing him in? Huh? We saw him sit, talk with Peter. That was it. And
So you
then,
can know he's about to be in the MCU.
I mean,
How else they gonna bring everybody else in? They do the same thing with everybody else.
That's fair.
yes, but I feel like to me, it's like if you're going to do that, I feel like do it like better. Like if you're gonna bring in a character like that, let's not bring him in as Matt Murdock. Let's bring him in as the Daredevil
Why?
and see him team up with Spider Man.
Right away, that's doing too much. That's just not gonna happen. It don't happen that way. That would be you describing what you're trying to say. So like it makes more sense for him to be his lawyer in his uncostumed form to be introduced. Because we know who that is. They just wanted to like subtly, okay, yeah, okay, he's in the MCU. It's not like they just randomly start teaming up. They never met each other before. He don't even know he Daredevil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're
So it's
saying.
gonna be like I feel like what they're doing is okay. I know this guy; he was my lawyer, and when they eventually find out each other's identities, it's like, bro, you're my lawyer. Hey, you're that. You know what I'm saying? Type.
Yeah. I like I think what I'm really thinking more about is how like in like what was it Infinity War or no Endgame? Oh no, it was Infinity War where like Hulk came back and was like Thanos is coming. Like Doctor Strange had never know like like who the Hulk was, Bruce Banner, all that. So and I think if I remember correctly, I think that's like their first interaction, team up, whatever. And I think I would rather kind of like see it like that, where they kind of there's a equal um like interest is what I'm getting at, as far as like maybe like a villain, and then we see them team up and stuff like that. Which Kingpin is, I believe, their equal,
Shared villain.
yeah, shared villain. So that's the possibility in the future. But yeah, that's my list, man. Dave, go ahead and give us what you wrote down.
Okay. At number 14, I have The Marvels. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. That movie was genuinely just bad. Um, they had the little power of friendship thing going on. They had stupid prolonged parts, like the planet where you had the scene. Uh, it was just kind of just like a waste of my time, if I'm being honest. Uh, yeah, Captain America's good though. She's supposed to be annoying. She doing her job. Shout out to her. Shout out to her.
I mean, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. My fault. My fault. My fault. I didn't mean to disrespect Captain America like that. My bad, bro. My bad, cat. Uh, Number 13, I have Thor. Doo doo. That movie was trash. I was disappointed on all fronts of that movie. I was disappointed with the villain. I was disappointed with the plot. I was disappointed with what they had in there. You know what I'm talking about. I was disappointed to in the way they made Thor. That's not Thor, bro. That is not Thor. They butchered my boy. The villain wasn't butchering nobody. Change his name to the failure. Goofy. We didn't see him do no butchering of no gods. Okay. Number 12, Black Widow. It was cool fight scenes or whatever. Shout out to, what I'm saying, Scarlett Johansson. You know what I'm saying? But that movie was just kind of like a filler episode, kind of. That's the vibe I got from it. A filler movie. Wasn't really needed. Um,
Yeah,
we just went to go watch because she bad type. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, we're Marvel fans, so like we say that's our excuse of saying why we went. But we know the real reason we went to go see that. You feel me?
I will agree. It was very much like a filler because that was like the first, I think, movie they dropped after COVID.
I do believe it was as well. Number 11, Wakanda Forever. Oh wait, before I begin, I want to say that 9, 10, and 11 are interchangeable. I just put it in order of of which I enjoyed more. But number 11, I have Wakanda Forever. This was an average movie to me. Like you mentioned, you said some people were saying that it wasn't a Black Panther movie. I am some people. uh, but it was
Also, Afro anime.
that's why it was called Wakanda Forever though. It was a Wakanda movie, you know what I'm saying? The rebuilding of Wakanda. Woo woo. But it wasn't my cup of tea for an action hero movie of the caliber that I know Marvel can reach. It was under par, in my opinion. Um,
Even with Namor being in there.
Namor was cool, right? He helped it
It's
out. That's
fire.
why. That's why I have multiverse. That's why it's not like last. You feel me? There's some good attributes in it, but it wasn't enough to put it up higher on the list. Cause I got Multiverse of Madness at number 10. Did have some better stuff in it overall than Wakanda Forever, in my opinion. We can say the characters that was added, the fight scenes, but we're gonna leave it at that. There's no no more after that. That was it. Uh, the action was up there. Uh, yeah, like I said before, Multiverse of Madness is an absolute disappointment. This is where it all went downhill. This is the one I had my expectations up super high for, and that was the start of the decline.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I also had very high expectations, and then I think after that, and I think what really hurt me was that I was watching New Rockstars, and they was breaking down so much and like building up so much hype for that movie, and then that's what killed it. With so many trailers dropping and them breaking it down, that's why I stopped watching. I watch one trailer now. I don't even watch their videos until after I go see the movie. It's just the expectations, man.
Yeah, I was literally
But
sitting
why?
there asking, when is this movie gonna be over? But yeah,
But
what
here's the
was it?
thing, though. Why is that? Why do we have expectations now when before
Because
we
it was new. It was
didn't
fresh.
have any
It was new
expectations at
still.
It
all?
was new and fresh, bro. We didn't know what to expect. Infinity War took it to the next level. No movies did what Infinity War did, bro. None. None to ever existed did what Infinity War did.
I mean, I'm just talking about like individual movies, like looking at going back to like the first Guardians, like Ant-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, like
So
first
here's the
Black
thing. Let me
Panther,
tell you
Captain
this.
Marvel.
You said why we didn't? Think about it. Let's go all the way back to Iron Man. All right, Iron Man. We watched Iron Man. Oh, that's kind of dope. That's cool. Boom. Hulk comes out. Oh yeah, Hulk. Cool, cool, whatever. Oh, Thor 2. That's interesting. What's up with this black dude coming in the end credits all the time? You know what I'm saying? This is new. This is new foundation for us, right? Okay. Now let me fast forward. Now you got the other Thors, and we got all these movies that's like turning out to be pretty good superhero movies. We haven't seen superhero movies that were actually pretty good. Uh, and then it became a pattern of pretty good movies, and then we started to begin used to getting pretty good movies, and then expectation of the pretty good movies to come should be increasing, right? New technology, better CGI. This is what we expect, right? And unfortunately, sometimes they just don't perform up to par.
Okay, so I guess so. Would you say that it was due to previous superhero movies to why our expectations were low to now that we do have all these superhero movies, expectations are higher, is what you're
Yes,
basically saying.
correct.
Okay. But how about just going to go see the movie just for pure entertainment?
That's that's
Don't have no expectations.
that's where I go right now. I have to get to that point because I've always been a superhero fan since I was a kid. I love superheroes, and then you know what I'm saying. So like, I'm gonna go watch it. It's not like not gonna watch it. I might not like it, but if it's a superhero that I like, I'm gonna still pull up. No expectations. Try to go enjoy the movie. Try to go enjoy it uh,
That's fair. That's fair.
as much as possible. I want to enjoy it. I really do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't want to waste 2 hours of my life watching some cheeks.
It's hard
And no,
sometimes.
yeah. And I mean, like, that's fair too, because I feel like now, like, I feel like people have too high of expectations.
Mhm.
And I think it's because, like, yes, they know, like, what Marvel can do. Like, they know the ceiling. But I also think at the same time, like, for these individual movies, you shouldn't have, like, super high expectations unless it's, like, the second and third movie. Because then at that point, like, they got the hero established, you know, they got the all the basic stuff. Now let's see you go in depth and build off of what you already started. At least I guess from looking at heroes that already have like trilogies or like more than one movie.
You muted, bro.
Yeah, but sometimes the second movie isn't good. Thor: Dark World. But
True.
let me get back to my
Also,
list.
go
We don't
ahead.
gotta talk about that one. Number 9, Eternals. Uh, like you said, average movie. Um, some enjoyable parts. Uh, saw some pretty cool things. It set up some stuff in the future. Brought in a new material. Brought in new capabilities. New beings of higher levels. Um, so you gotta think like there's levels to it, right? There's levels to it. You got Iron Man's villain, Ironmonger. Then you go, oh, what's more? You got Loki, aliens. Whoa, Shatari. Then you go even higher than that. You got Thanos. Oh, multi. You know what I'm saying? Then you go even higher than that. You got like Celestials. So that kind of brought in like higher beings in a sense of actually performing their power. So that was pretty cool. Um, the way they portrayed Bakari's speed, that was cool.
That's like the best that we've ever seen a speedster look.
Live action wise, cause it was actually fast in like real time. Um, yeah, it had a just like I said, 8, 9, and 10. Those are interchangeable, but I kind of enjoyed. Excuse me, 9, 10, 11 are interchangeable. I just kind of enjoy Eternals a little bit more. Uh, Number 8, I think is the one that we had tied, and I have Quantum Mania. A lot of people didn't like this movie. I didn't mind it. It was pretty. It was decent. It was solid. It was a solid movie. I think Jonathan Major did a really good job as Kang.
Bring them back.
Bring him back for real, because I was really looking forward to seeing what he was going to bring to the table. Uh, Number 7, Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was cool, but actually, I don't even gonna lie. Thunderbolts was pretty much exactly what I expected. To be honest, I didn't expect much, and there's not much they could do against a villain like that. So I expected it to be, you know what I'm saying, in
Facts.
some BS way, right? So I can't even be mad at that. But it has some cool stuff in it. Like I said, action scenes are dope. Seeing them come together was kind of cool. Seeing their different personalities. But yeah, it's gonna have to stay that at number 7.
Not
Uh,
too far off from me.
yeah.
That's a fine, yeah.
Number 6, I have Captain America: Brave New World. That has
Wow,
some pretty
I'm
cool.
actually surprised you got that. This
That high up,
yeah.
because look at look what's underneath it. Look what is underneath it, my boy. It's bad. It ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. It was a decent movie. It was a decent movie. It's just like what I have to catch myself from doing is trying to compare it to the other Captain America movie, because it's not. He's not the other Captain America. He's a completely
Hey,
different.
bro.
He's a completely
Thank
different
you.
Captain America.
Thank you for saying that,
He has his.
because dog, I listened to a different podcast, and this dude was really like the whole time he was just talking about how it didn't like compare up or live up to like the other Captain America movies. And I'm like, dog, it's not because it's a different Captain America. It's a different person taking on the mantle. Like it's not Steve Rogers just, souped up above, way above average human with superhuman strength, speed, all that. Like bro, it's Sam. He's doing what he got to do, and he finding himself as Captain America. Like
Yeah,
it
they
is what it
they
is.
did it like you mentioned. They did a good job of giving him his own combat style. Uh, that was like unique to him. Uh, like you said, also as well as you talked about the CGI for Hulk. That was really good. I don't understand why we can't do that for every other movie. Um, there was some good action scenes in it. Uh, it opened up some new doorways, brought in some new characters. like that Black Widow. So we know the Widow program is still, or they said she was a former Widow or a current Widow. Former.
Former.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we know they're still out there, living lives, having jobs. So, but yeah, overall, it was a decent movie. Number 5, I have Guardians. I have Guardians.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just think overall it was just a better movie, movie wise. I didn't necessarily like it better than some of the other ones I have below it, but overall it was a better movie in my opinion, just because the story behind it, the emotional aspect they had with it. Uh, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of I'm not. It's not the best Guardians in my opinion either though, but it was still a pretty good movie, a decent movie
It
wise.
was, yeah, it was very, very, very emotional. So I feel like if that's something that you're not really wanting to see in your superhero movies or really anything like that, it's not gonna hit for you.
Not at all. Number 4, I actually have Deadpool and Wolverine. It was a very entertaining movie. Uh, was it necessarily better? Uh,
The-
I just feel like what it gave me was enough to make me like it more. Let me say it like that.
yeah,
The fact that the characters got together. I've been wanting that since I was a kid. I've been like needing to see that Wolverine and now I need Wolverine and Spider Man. I
I was
mean,
just about to say that.
and Deadpool and Spider Man. You know what I'm saying? I need to see that too now. Uh, it was comedic. It was very Deadpool. It uh it was a fun movie. It was a fun movie. That's why I got that at number 4. Number 3, I actually have Far From Home. I actually have Far From Home. I think this movie
You mean 4?
that should be 3.
I think you said 5 was Deadpool, then 4.
Well, I got Guardians at 5, Deadpool at 4.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
Far From Home at 3. You know me,
Far from
I love the tricks and misdirections and stuff like that. I love seeing stuff like that. Spider Man, it happens to be like one of my top heroes overall for any hero. Uh, and I just feel like this movie, did a good job at growing time up a little bit, developing Spider Man a little bit, getting his Spidey sense, learning not to just trust everybody, growing a pair of nuts to go ask his girl, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You start to see him develop and stuff like that. Granted, you did mention that is this a movie that you can watch, that you would want to watch multiple times? Not necessarily. I don't just go back and just watch this movie. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll do that with Spider Man 3. You know what I'm saying? Spider Man 1, 2, and 3, Tobey Maguire, but I wouldn't necessarily do it with Far From Home.
You know what? I kind of forgot that. You made me remember the fight scene between him and Mysterio and him using like the Spidey senses and the way that they showed that,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really dope. I might have to flip Far From Home and No Way Home on my list, or bump Far From Home up because I totally forgot about that scene. I think that's the thing for me is that like everything else in that movie was very like very forgettable, you know.
I agree.
And I feel like it got released at a time like after Infinity War and Endgame, and I feel like a lot of stuff with those movies during that time were like very like one watch and very forgettable stuff. But no, that was really dope though. The way that they showed it though, I would agree. I agree with you.
But yeah, all right. So number 1 and 2 can be interchangeable, to be honest. I have my reasons why I got them in this position, though. And I'll break that down. But number 2, I put Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
Knew it.
Shang-Chi. Very good origin story. Fight scenes were great. Cinematography was great. It was fun. It was vibrant. It was brutal. It was everything you want to see in a combat style superhero movie. Got the culture aspect. You got, you know what I'm saying? It was very, very enjoyable as a movie. Uh yeah. So that brings us to number one, which I'm sure you guys can guess what it is. And I'm gonna put No Way Home, another Spider-Man movie, at number one. Um so first and foremost, pretty basic plot, but it opened up a lot of doors for the future, and it brought a lot of cool stuff. In my opinion, it was very enjoyable. It was nostalgic. I'll give him that. It was very nostalgic. So what, nigga? Thank you. I'll take the nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but see,
I'll take the
that's the
nostalgia.
thing though, is I feel like
I'll take it.
that's the thing with like some of these movies is that like Deadpool and Wolverine, like talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, like very basic kind of like plot, like you said with No Way Home, but like you can't really say much about it because it's just nostalgic and it really doesn't like I don't know. To me, like with the nostalgia stuff, is like it can be done very well, but then it can also be done very badly, and they can just throw it at us to
But
just give it to us.
I
You know what I
personally
mean? Like
don't think it was done badly though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing, like, come on, you gotta admit, seeing all three of them, excuse me,
yeah, seeing
swing
all three of
together,
them
like
was dope.
swing together,
That was
like
dope.
this, there was stuff they were doing, bro. I'm like, bro, this is hard. Seeing Spider-Man
Yes,
get dropped. Listen, seeing Tom have to get the Toby treatment firsthand, that was beautiful. That was a masterpiece. Toby was getting man, he was getting his ass whooped. Do you remember? Do you remember the last fight scene? He got a pumpkin bomb straight to the face. Yeah, he was getting hit through brick walls. All that, bruh. Tom had to get the same business, the same work. Dropped him through multiple floors in the apartment building. Killed his auntie right in front of him. What? I love scenes like
yeah.
that. I love how it, like, okay, that scene when he, like, the spider sense started to tingle, he started to feel something shifting in the atmosphere. Everything's cool, everything's nice, everything's vibing.
That's
Green Goblin
some neat
switches.
trick you got
Hey,
there.
hard. Green Goblin switches. The whole atmosphere and the whole vibe of the movie switches like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that kind of shows the multiple personality, the how like it's like a real thing. Listen, it's a real thing because Spider-Man was able to sense the switch. It's literally two minds in his head, and he was able to sense that he switched over. That's like, bro, come on now, that's next level.
yeah. And, like, I think like, and I think for me, like my biggest thing, maybe like with it, is that I would have rather seen like a MCU established like Tom going against his own Green Goblin, because now it's like you can't. Now it's like you can't really do that, you know, or like him go against his own Doc Ock, like having him go against Toby's Doc Ock and Toby's Green Goblin, like you said, yes, it was very cool. He got the same treatment and all, but I think it would have been different and maybe hit a little differently too if it was like his own from his own like world, you know, like his own universe. But instead we got essentially his villains but from a different universe.
But I feel
Which I
like,
mean I get it though. I get it what they were like what they're doing, what they're trying to set up and the whole multiverse stuff, which you know, I get it. I just think it's I just want to see Tom Holland Spider-Man just have his own like villain. Like I want to see what he's going to do.
and you know what? I think that's what we're gonna get. But like you said, they were setting up for the multiverse, so they were able to like maximize what they already had and get the most gain from it, bro. Think of it like that. You can just think of it from a business perspective. That's why they pretty much why they did it. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to bring in the multiverse. People love Tobey Maguire's Spider Man. People were okay with Andrew Garfield, but if we bring them all three together, they're gonna still like it. Cool, let's do that. Brought everybody together, did the multiverse thing, had time fight the same villains the other Spider-Mans fought, kind of proving his his worthiness of being Spider-Man in a sense. I feel like in preparation for the next movie, which I feel like we're going to get his own individual villain of a villain that we have not seen Spider-Man fight on the live action scene. That's what I feel like the next Spider-Man is going to be. Give him like show him that he's worthy. Let him beat the old Spider-Man's villains. Now let's give him his own. We might get Mr. Negative. We might get
See,
you know what I'm saying? We might get all these.
and I think
We
that's
might get
what
a
it is
Venom,
too.
a true Venom.
Yeah, I would love to see a true Venom, and it
We
just
might get
be
Craven.
yeah.
Come on now.
The only issues I have with Mr. Negative and Craven is that if you played the Spider-Man video games, like they were in that, which I mean it's cool. Like
Okay,
I
I
would,
see what you're
I would,
saying.
you
You've
know what I'm
seen it
saying?
already, but like
Yeah, but I think it like you said, like it still would be dope to see that like live action, especially like Craven. That would be that'd be crazy. But I just don't know how they would tie it.
or the Beetle. I like to see the Beetle. Uh, hey, they can do the. I don't know actually. Maybe that might work. Not work. But yeah, that's just my opinion on that. But likewise, my enjoyment of the Spider-Man put it up at one. But like I said, those two can be interchangeable for me, to be honest. Because Shang-Chi was
Yeah,
just a pretty good movie overall.
I feel like, bro, that movie is like arguably probably like the best movie that they've dropped since
Shang-Chi,
Infinity War. Yes,
it is quite
like
literally
as
the
far
best.
like if you want to talk about like what do I want to like aura of the old MCU, Shang-Chi has that aura of old MCU.
Mm,
And I think that's what set I think that's for me is what sets it apart. It's because with all those other movies, you can tell that it has that new MCU touch to it.
yeah,
Especially with some of those ones that we were talking about with like Eternals and like Multiverse of Madness, like Quantum Mania, like all those got that new like Marvel touch to them that I feel like Shang-Chi just has that old school vibe to it. Even like Brave New World kind of had a little bit of old MCU vibe to it, where it wasn't, I would say, the most entertaining or the most pleasing, but like it still had the more, what do you say, like the lower end of intriguing aspect to it, where it was more like grounded. It was more grounded.
yeah, yeah. I'm very interested to see where the MCU goes moving forward. Um, I feel
I
like
am too.
they're
I
starting
am
to
too.
rebuild themselves back up slowly, um, to their former glory.
Fantastic Four, man, on the way.
We gonna see,
Yeah.
man. We
Need it,
gonna see, man.
need it.
I'm and here's my thing with it is I'm gonna go to Brandon's point that he's brought up before. Is that there is a lot going on. How are you going to connect this? Because this is what we have so far. We know that we're trying to do a multiverse saga. However, we brought in Nabor. He's a mutant. We brought in Miss Marvel. She's a mutant. Now, go to the Fantastic Four. I don't tech. Are they technically mutants? Because like their genetic makeup is
Mm,
like what are
nah,
they? They're just
I wouldn't call
inhuman.
them that. I wouldn't call them because mutants are born that way. But
Oh,
they
okay,
were changed.
okay.
They were
But
changed.
anyways, we got the Fantastic Four, which is kind of like there. Then you got Wolverine, who came into the MCU. Deadpool came into the MCU. More mutants. But then let's also flip that to now we got shoot, I can't even really talk. We got there's magic now being introduced. Um, and it's just like there's so, and then like you bringing back Daredevil and Kingpin. Now you got like that street level. So now it's like you're really all over the place, and it's like where after this multiverse saga, what is the next thing? Is it going to be magic? Is that going to be the big focus? Is it going to be the mutants? Is that going to be the big focus? Like, what is going to be your big focus going forward? Because I feel like
What
they need to do it now so it all connects and makes sense. Because if you don't do it now, I feel like they're gonna
They
start dropping movies, making movies, and it's gonna be like, bro, what are we like what are we leading to? What are we trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like show a path. Because there's still Blade. Blade like that's vampires in itself. Like
does that get canceled?
I don't it's not I don't think it's fully canceled. I think they're just they don't know what they're taking their
Doom.
time now. They're listening. They're listening to everybody. They're taking their time, and I think they're trying to figure out their slate for the next few years.
but they got both those big movies coming up, so really they could take two separate paths in a way. Talk about two different things in those movies.
I hope they do Doom justice, bro. I really do. I really, really do. I
Because to
really
me,
do.
is the Fantastic Four we about to see? Is that gonna be the Earth 616 MCU Fantastic Four, or is this about to be different Fantastic Four, and then you go drop another Fantastic Four movie to introduce? See what I'm
What?
saying? See
That
what I'm
would be
saying?
that would be really insane if they did something like that.
They can literally
I,
manipulate. They can do whatever right now. They have the
whatever they
like we've seen anything is possible. We've seen that like there's higher levels of
There,
existence.
Lucas, have you finished Ironheart,
yeah.
bro? Dave, can I
Yes, you
just say it?
can because I would not be
Fine,
Okay,
you
interested.
could definitely.
okay, bro. So they introduced Mephisto. Now
Mm,
Mephisto is a very big bad in the MCU that can pretty much do what he want and manipulate, write stuff, make it into whatever he
pretty much the
wants.
devil
Yeah. So now it's like you introduce him. That's a whole nother world
of
like
flesh.
like things that could happen. So now it's like what we seeing, is it really true? That's why I said with Quantumania, I feel like he might have had a play in that, because maybe Kane came across Mephisto, made a deal, boom. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's just so much with this stuff now that like that next Doctor Strange movie better be absolutely fire. He better get a redemption movie with that third one.
Something. I need something, right? Don't ever do me like that again. I was
Cause I
so
guess
hurt.
here's cause I guess here's my thing is um with these movies, would you rather one person kind of be involved in the whole trilogy with all the movies, or would you rather there be like different people for each one? For
I'd rather
example,
it be
like
one person doing everything so they can have a set vision and there's no butting heads. Everybody could be on the same page and we can make everything make sense. I feel that's the best way to do it.
Second thought. That makes the most sense.
cuz even with the TV series, like especially with Ironheart, like you could tell that there was different producer for some of those episodes. Like you could tell the ones that Ryan Coogler did, but then you could also tell the ones he didn't do and how they were a lot different. So yeah, I feel like having that one person, having them kind of be at the helm and do the whole trilogy, if that character is getting 3 movies, then that should be what they do. But yeah, man, I'm interested in seeing where they go after pretty much this phase 5 of movies. I mean, 14 movies over the span of what? It's been 5 years?
Time flying though. That's
6
crazy.
years?
What was the first movie? What phase are we in right now?
No. This is the end of phase 5.
And when did we start?
Wasn't WandaVision like close to the
Dang!
beginning of season 5?
Yeah, I think WandaVision started it,
Yeah, that's what I
and then
thought.
Thunderbolts
Wow.
ended it, or Ironheart ended it. Or Ironheart might be the
Ironheart
beginning to
ended it.
phase 6.
Ironheart ended it.
But yeah,
How many phases do we got, bro? When does the universe just blow up? The multiverse collapse on itself. How does it end? How do you think how does it end? How do you just
how does all this end?
how do you just stop making these movies? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I be thinking about that. Cause I'm
They
like,
don't.
what do you do?
Oh, they can get
Do
money for it
you
for years, bro.
do
Years.
you start? Cause like, here's the thing: is eventually these actors aren't gonna play these roles for a long time. We've seen that with like Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, like Chris Hemsworth is
Scarlet,
kind of
yo.
getting there. Like even Robert Downey Jr., but that was more writing. But like, I feel like you keep introducing people. Do do people still stay interested in these movies, or do they lose interest? And then it's like, if they lose interest, do you start over? Do you start over and make a new Iron Man movie, a new Captain America movie? I mean, I can feel eventually they will, like later in the years, because every say new generations or so get remakes of old movies. So
Just imagine a new Iron Man in like 50 years. That'd be crazy.
dog,
Futuristic.
that Iron Man better be
I feel like.
absolutely.
Do you feel like when Marvel kind of like techno quote unquote ends, it should just start making like I don't know alternate stories. Like
I mean, that's essentially what you have
let's
with the
get
comics.
yeah, exactly. Let's get a different universe. Let's get their story. How did this Spider Man grow up?
Mm, that would be
Feel me?
dope.
How
But I
did
feel like that's kind of what they are doing with the Spider-Man's animated series, but
well
also with
yeah.
What If a little bit. But no, I think it would be better though live action. Like let's see a different Tony Stark if
Yeah,
certain stuff
see.
didn't happen. Let's say
Well,
he has his parents, like his parents didn't die, like or Captain America that didn't get stuck in the
superior Iron
ice.
Man, that's what we want. We want
Yeah, no, I
superior
get
Iron
I
Man.
get what you're saying. Like let's see different
Cause that's oh
versions
yes. Cause you gotta think.
that are in the comics written different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually see the change in the personality. You know how like cocky Tony Stark was at the beginning of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
MCU? Like
yeah.
now imagine seeing a Tony Stark that cocky the whole time times 10.
Yeah.
That's
But you
superior
know
Iron
what?
Man.
You know what they what we're in right now?
Well,
The multiverse. And we haven't seen a lick of it besides a little bit in Multiverse of Madness. And I
yeah.
guess I would say Loki as well. But yeah, no, I would agree. Like and that's why I feel like right now, like they're just like they're missing out on so much where I feel like we could be seeing these different versions of these heroes that are just like absolutely OP. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine an OP version of the Ghost Rider, but it's not our Ghost Rider. Like
All the versions of OP. You mean like Invincible? The Invincible War.
yeah, like let's just see these different versions. Well, I guess maybe we could once we get to uh Doomsday and what is it, Secret Wars. So I guess there still is a possibility of that.
When's the next Avengers? Is it Doomsday?
Yeah, 2026 next year.
Oh, it's next year. That's crazy. Dude. That's about to y'all know how fast it's about to be here.
Maybe.
Maybe, but y'all know how fast 2026 is about to be here. It's gonna be that's nothing.
Quick.
That's very true, though.
It's gonna be here quick because I think we got Fantastic Four. Then there's that Wakanda animated series that Ryan Coogler did, and then shoot, that might be it for this year of Marvel stuff. Because I don't think they have another TV series or a movie dropping this year. I could be wrong,
after
though.
what's it called?
After Fantastic Four.
I feel like they should have one for every.
No,
They should have one
that's
at the
not true.
beginning
They
of the
should have.
year, the middle of the year, and the end of the year.
Yeah, there should be. No, there should be one more. I think there is one more.
We'll drop one every 4 months. Perfect. Give me an Avengers movie every 4 months. That's more than enough time. I feel like.
Oh no, I think it was supposed to be Spider-Man later this year, but then they had to move it. Let's see. They got like some TV series, I think. But yeah, after Fantastic Four, this is our last movie this year. And then that is great. 2026 is about to be
Crazy. GTA
about to get
6.
Spider-Man 4, and then Avengers Doomsday, and then an untitled TV series is dropping in 2026.
You know what I hate, bro? I hate seeing information on the movies. Like like that Tom Holland information. Like why would you tell me that? Like why would you post that?
Yeah.
That pissed me off. I don't like seeing stuff like that. Because it just make me like
I feel like it's
made my brain start working and I start thinking and stuff and I start predicting. I just don't want to be in that situation. I want to just come in here blind.
I think it's good though sometimes because then you be like, dang, what happened? Why ain't this movie coming out? And then you kind of have an answer to why it ain't.
Well, with that, but I'm talking about like I think they're saying it's gonna be a. Pardon me if I'm spoiling for anybody. Just give you a warning real quick. It's gonna be it's just gonna be his voice. He's not gonna actually be there. He's gonna do like a voiceover because he's gonna be doing the Odyssey. Because he's doing the Odyssey.
I thought that's why they moved it back, though.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why
so
they
moved it back so he can do both.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Never mind then.
Because Spider-Man,
I didn't be looking at the news for real.
Yeah, because Spider-Man 4 don't drop till
December, right?
No, it said May.
If it's not
May,
if it's not
said May 2026.
If it's content related to like a movie like that and it's not just an edit, I'm not watching it.
Because I don't think movies take that long to shoot. I literally think it takes like a month, maybe a month and a half to shoot a movie, unless they got to do reshoots.
It really be the editing. I'm already knowing. Editing take forever. Editing take forever.
Edit in and then CGI if they got to edit in. And too, I think it depends on if they actually shoot like at a studio versus an actual location. But yeah, man, this is part one of a part two episode. Maybe the next episode y'all will hear from Lucas and Brandon on their list ranking the Phase 5 movies. If not, y'all probably will get a Superman review. Because I feel like we definitely all are going to go see that. So definitely get a Superman review. So yeah, man, we back, and I know we missed some. Man, we missed a really dog. I kind of want to go back and do a Sinners review, bro. Sinners was nice, y'all.
Go back.
We
Definitely
missed
watch
the
that one.
I think it's on Max now too, so you can rewatch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe go back do that. Maybe a little Thunderbolts as well. But we got what, Superman, and then a part 2 of this, and Fantastic Four. So
Did anybody see Mission Impossible?
I haven't yet.
Completely forgot
Nope.
about that.
I haven't. Need to go see that too.
I need to rewatch all of them.
I just watched
This is a lot.
three. I just
This
watched
is the
three
last
today.
one, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. Better be. Oh, I think I said it
Same with
before.
Fast and Furious.
Facts.
Anybody going to go see that Jurassic movie?
People said it was like supposed to be like scary kind of.
I feel like I heard two different things. Like I've heard it's good and bad. So
They already
I
come
don't
out.
know. Yeah.
I'm gonna start going to the movies by myself in the middle of the week. Okay.
Bro,
Tuesday,
do it.
Wednesdays, AMC 50%. If you got one close to
I
you,
think you can go for $7 at the Imagine on Tuesdays, something like that.
that's not a bad deal either.
Midday. I'm usually
Yeah,
doing like
matinee. Matinee always the best prices.
I can't get that's reserved
Man,
time though. I can't go.
dog, Sinners is still in theaters.
Really?
That is at least in the movie theater here.
How is it? Yeah.
That is crazy. They getting they monies for this movie. Oh,
Yeah,
and
that's on Max though for free.
Final Destination.
You know what? Hey, we didn't talk about anime for our to end the pod because Kaiju coming out. I think this week,
Came out
next
already.
week.
My client said
It came out already.
that's what my client said. I'm gonna let it build up just a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna rewatch it, but I'm gonna rewatch the movie.
You got a movie for it? Or like a
Yeah. It's supposed to be like condensed first season. No, the second season don't come out until the 19th. I knew it hadn't dropped yet.
it didn't
It's
drop?
Saturday,
We said
Oh,
the
so it dropped
9th
Saturday,
or the 19th.
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 Oh.
Yeah, I've been locked in
What
on
was
Blue
he
Lock.
talking about then? Oh,
Blue Lock.
Blue Lock
About to
gas.
make me go, bro. About to make me go play
I
soccer, dog.
swear. I swear Blue Lock is gas.
You know that I saw that I want to say the U.S. was throwing something like that kind of in real life, like legit this year or next year.
Dang. But yeah, nah. Telling you
You
right
want
now,
season you want season 2?
I'm on season 2. I'm at the part where they got the top 6 and they like split up into teams and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That boy Isagi was about to be he was out there crying trying to fit into that match. But I already know any character that got
He a
a
fighter,
colored
bro. He a fighter.
any character that got colored hair gonna be cold.
Are we talking about buddy with the pink and your pink and blonde?
Bro, steady trying to fight people.
I already know what he was talking about. That's funny. I forgot his name though.
Him, Chickadee, Nagi. Hey, Nagi cold, bro.
Yeah, no, cool.
Bro
Wait
don't
till
be
you-
putting in no
Hey, let me
effort.
know. Let me know when you finish, cause that junk go crazy.
Also, too, I didn't know that so the movie was basically just about Nagi. Is it worth watching?
I haven't seen it yet.
Because I skipped it.
I
I
haven't
just
watched
skipped
it.
it and went, oh, okay.
I haven't watched it. Obviously you don't need to, cause I know everything. I'm like I'm good.
Oh, okay.
But since you
Bet,
like
bet,
them,
bet.
you can watch it. Maybe for something to watch, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I like to stick with
I
this.
don't say Reen, that boy Reen, he
They all cold in their own ways, for real.
cold, bruh. But I'm trying to see who gonna be on that final team.
Mm.
Who's gonna be on the final team? How is it all gonna come together?
But yeah,
I feel like, bro, I don't. I want to see Isagi make it, but I also don't want to see him make it because I
he a
feel like
hater.
You a big hater.
no, bro. It's because like he's the main character, but it's like, bro, let's be real. Looking at all these other people, bro, I'm already knowing he makes it because it's pretty much his show. But
Because
how
he's
is
a
he gonna
dog
get
still.
there? That is true.
Discredit
I
my
guess
boy.
he still got potential to tap in.
You gotta
into.
look at their powers they have, their abilities. His is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you can tell me this is his
No, bro,
like
watch the show, bro. Just enjoy it. Just
no
watch that bit,
this is
man.
like
Just watch that bit.
this is just a question. So like is his I guess a question to you. So is his ability like adaptability that he's able to adapt to pretty much anything and everything?
In a sense,
Because that's the vibe that I'm getting.
it's more like he knows what to do in the situation. So kinda
Okay.
like he knows. Okay, so this is that setup. So I'd have to do this in order for this to happen. He can manipulate the game board. You feel me?
Okay. Bet.
Yeah.
You can just leave it at that.
Bet.
But yeah, I'm tapped into that right now. Hopefully I can finish that up soon. And then get into Fire Force, maybe.
Oh yeah, season 3 just dropped.
I'm gonna let that finish, and I'm gonna watch it. I have not watched anime in a minute. Not gonna lie, it's been a minute. This is
That boy
unheard of for me.
locked out.
This is a very
That boy
unlikely.
Dave stay watching
No,
some anime.
I've been locked in. That's why I haven't been watching it. I've been crazy. Oh my goodness, got a grind right now, man. Gosh, too.
But yeah, that was. We got anime on the way, man. We got Marvel movies on the way. It's gonna be a good year, man. As always, man, make sure y'all share the podcast with y'all friends and family. Make sure y'all leave a like. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on notification bell. Leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all leave a comment on all podcasting platforms. Leave reviews. Let us know how we're doing, man. And as always, C4 Table Talk out. Deuces.
Dude.
Bye.